It's Cooking with Cuisinart. Great recipes from master chefs. Now, one of America's greatest chefs, Hubert Keller from Fleur de Lis in San Francisco and Las Vegas, the Burger Bar in Las Vegas and St. Louis, and Sleek Steakhouse in St. Louis. And now, today's recipe.
Well, if you think cooking green beans is pretty boring, I'm going to show you a different way. I'm going to change your mind today just by showing you first how to cut the green beans before we're going to cook them, and then I will pair them with some shallots, and just in a very unique way. So let me show you how we do that. Over here I have some beautiful green beans that have been trimmed already, and I will actually slicing them on the horizontal way with the food processor. So first I will add them into the feeding tube. Go. So just going to lay them down, and just it's so different that just to actually boiling them in some boiling water with some salt, and we're going to pick up some flavors. So just going to arrange them nicely in the tube. Here we go. And then imagine if you had to cut those green beans on a long way just by a knife. I think you'd spend the whole day in the kitchen. And here you see it just takes me a fraction of a second, and my beans are nicely and cut in a long way. We just pack them right nicely in here, just press it and just cut them down, just like that. Okay, so now once I have that one, I'm going to remove the slicing disc, put it over here, and you see how my green beans actually look. And when they're freshly sliced like that, you can actually even smell, even if they are raw, they have a beautiful fresh smell to it. Okay, so once we have those green beans, and you see how nice and attractive they are. So now I will actually use the blade right over here, and I will chop some shallots, because that's another fabulous partner of the green beans. I think shallot and green beans is a perfect combination. So I'm just going to chop that very quickly. Okay, so that was very simple. Very easy. So over here now, I'm going to start on cooking those green beans right over here. So I set the dial on 400, 450, and I will put a little bit of olive oil in there. All right, and that olive oil really is going to give some flavors to these beans. So it's a basic, very simple dish, not too many ingredients, but a great results. Okay, so now I'm going to put those shallots in the pan. Okay, and you see how easy that is, and imagine the flavor that gives you in your home kitchen when you're doing that. You have to make sure the shallots are staying nice and golden, never too colored, right? Otherwise they will pick up some bitterness. So you just want to have nice and translucent, and once we're reaching that stage, I'm just going to pour in very quickly the green beans, and I will basically have halfway steaming those green beans with the shallots. So again, I will stir them, and I just put them back in there, and then by also cooking it that way, you will see that the color really nicely stays on the green beans, because you definitely don't want to lose too much color, because that green part of the green beans is really the part that invites you on eating them. Okay, now when we are on that stage, now I will add some water into it, and that's going to basically build up the steam, and very quickly I'm just going to cover that up a couple of minutes, and my green beans is going to be steaming right in there. All right, so they're just cooking for a few more minutes, and you see how basically the steam comes out, and that's exactly what I need now to add just a little bit of vinegar, and so that tiny little acidity is going to lift up my beans. I'm going to put a little bit salt, a little bit pepper over it, and my beans are ready. So it's that simple, that easy, and it's really great in taste. And you see the color actually of those beans, it really works. So you see, I'm just going to mix them up, and you see they're nice and dry. All my water has evaporated, and all the flavors are right here. So now let me just dish up those green beans. Well, here we are, from something so simple and so fast. Here are the green beans with the shallots, fabulous side dish. Well, I really hope I change your mind about the green beans. You got to try them, cook them the way I cooked them, and you will see you have a fabulous result.